Good morning, YouTube. So it's another day, it's another job. Today we're headed about an hour away.
Tim makes this face because have you folks seen the price of diesel? He's pulling a £13,000 piece of equipment with a Ford F-250. Could he use a bigger truck? Possibly. Is he going to buy a bigger truck? Probably not.
And we've got a little yard job to do, and then another little job to do in Jonesboro. Already got some equipment down there. Roberto Gatto's already down there, so we're bringing the cat today. Uh, Big Red ain't liking pulling this cat up this hill. I'll just be honest with you, it'll be all right. Won't bore you on the drive. I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of music and uh, get on down the road. Um, I'm in for about an hour plus or minus drive. Depends on how traffic and road construction and stuff is, but I'll see you when we get down there. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the job. Uh, in case you're watching this on your phone, don't have earbuds, I popped up some little text prompts, but the customer wants us to take this little hill and grade it off, daylight the dirt, or just fan the dirt to the left. Um, there had been some trees there, and they had been cut down, um, and she wanted that dirt filled in. And just as we got started, um, Roberto Gatto threw a shoe, slipped a track, and pretty much down for about 5 hours of this job. So whenever that happens, thankfully my son-in-law Stephen was helping me out, and he been a huge help. And so um, whenever that happened, he went on a fact-finding mission to figure out how to fix the Bobcat. And so you do what you do. You keep working, and I kept working with the caterpillar, and you continue scratching that off of the top. And to do this, I figured that the very best thing to do, if you kind of watch, you'll see how dry and dusty it is. You'll see places where the dust just boils up. Just take very, very, very small cuts with your grading bucket. And I mean, this is not it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you take very small cuts with your grade bucket. Uh, you know, throw the dirt out, and then you go back and track it in, and you spread it and get it nice and smooth. So the hill's running. You can see the excavator there. The hill's running from right to left, downhill towards the Bobcat, towards the drainage ditch there. And so what we have to do, you have to, you're grading there on an angle to keep. Obviously, you can't tell the angle from the video here, especially above it, but the slope is running away from the house down the hill, and you're just going back and going back and going back and smoothing this out. Obviously, not trying to introduce more ruts or more low spots, and then you go back and reassess, and you say, hey, we need to do something about this. So the hill there to the right now, next to the driveway, was still very steep. Um, Zero turn mower. I had a real hard time sticking to that hill. It's actually a little bit steep to try to even walk up it. So we just continued to scratch off very small cuts, loosen up some dirt a little bit at a time, then spread it back out. Um, and then Steven shows up, and not only had he been on a fact finding mission with Google, but he'd gone and gotten some lunch for us. So that was pretty dang awesome. And we went ahead and just in a little bit there, we got this job done, and we'll show you the finished product. Um, Everything worked out great. The weather held off. We didn't have any rain that day to contend with, and finally got it. I apologize for the bright sun, but uh, just a couple hours later, we were able to finish up and trying to do a side by side video here so that you can see um, what we had to start with, the originals on the left, and it's kind of hard to compare them. You can go back and rewind the video if you want, but you can see the steepness of that hill from the driveway up to the house on the left, and then you'll see the finished product there on the right, and you can kind of see how we took that slope down. Again, the trick is a little bit at a time, very small cuts. You know, you're not gonna fill that grade bucket full, every time. It's just very small cuts. Distribute the dirt, go back and pack it in. By this point in time, Stephen had the Bobcat fixed, and 1,400 OSHA violations later, we were using both machines on the job and tracking the dirt in and smoothing the grade. And um, at the end of the day, the customer was really happy, and that's what it's about is uh, making your customer happy, doing a good job, a quality job. Um, and if you enjoy this kind of work, this kind of what you live for. This was a little dream project to take on, and it was awesome. The weather was just absolutely amazing for it to be early June. The weather was up in the 80s, but um, it was just a great day to be working outside. Beautiful weather, beautiful skies, and I'm blessed to live in the prettiest place in the world in Upper East Tennessee, and um, you can tell by the shadows there. It's kind of getting late in the day, and we're finishing up and uh, getting to go in and just make the yard what the customer wanted. So now she can mow with her zero turn. You can see some sod up there at the top that we placed. That was what we peeled off of the top, and I'm telling you, that was pretty hard to do because it's so dry. It wanted to break up. But the hydraulics on the Caterpillar, they're so smooth, and so we were able to just roll that sod up uh, in pretty large pieces, probably 3 or 4 feet sections, and then just lay them off to the side so that then she can go back and she can replace the sod, there where she wants it, and was very happy to get to do this little job. So uh, we're finish out the video, finish out the day, and we'll see you next time. Well, so that was a good day. Um, Thank you for watching our little adventure in Jonesboro, um, Tennessee's oldest town. I think it was established in like 1779 or something like that. Uh, had a great time. Customer was great to work with. She actually does landscaping, so she knew what she was talking about and exactly what she wanted. Uh, I felt like we were able to work well together, and she left us a great review, a Google review, which, if you're a customer of a small business, that really helps. I don't understand how, but they tell me that it really helps. So you work with somebody local, doesn't matter where you're watching this video, but if you work with somebody local, small business or whatever, hey, go drop them a review. Preferably, if they did you a good job, the more stars, the better. She left us a 5-star review and was very appreciative, and we really appreciate her support and choosing us. Listen, there's a lot of people around here with equipment that she could have picked, but she chose to go with us, and uh, I appreciate it. But we got the Bobcat fixed, went on and did another job the next day, used the Bobcat, and everything was fine. Um, so back home now, relaxing, just finished the video. Thank you for watching. And if you need some uh, excavating work in Upper East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia area, look us up. Land Pioneer Services on Google, um, Facebook. Shoot me a message. Be glad to come and take a look and see if we can work something for you. Thanks.